Got it. Yeah, I mean, like we can brainstorm some ideas. I'll show you some sort of examples. Like, yeah, we can probably get started. Like, so today's like our technical session is like mainly around sort of um, sort of how to plan out the project. So let me share my screen. You guys can see my screen, right? Yeah, cool. So I think like the next 2 weeks is predominantly want to like focus on building something that's like um you can sort of showcase. I think that's the main focus. And so like these are some guidelines. I mean, it's not necessarily um like the way that necessarily we expect you to build. So I think like be creative as much as possible. I think that's the sort of general guideline I can give. Um, but yeah, I think like I'll go through some of these sort of points and like we can have a discussion at the end on like if you guys have any ideas and how you want like play around with it. Um, yeah, sounds good. Cool. So I think like the next 2 weeks is going to be focusing on building something with the things that we learned, and also there are things that we didn't cover as well, like right, like so feel free to use anything that you feel interested, like so, like because it's not just like what we sort of cover, because like you could like yeah pretty much use an existing project that you're working on and try to take it to the next level in the next couple of weeks. I mean, a lot of people, some of the students in our previous batches did that. So it's quite important that you pick something that interests you. Uh, so I think the idea here is like you build something that you can sort of showcase really well. So this is your sort of the launchpad, right? So you can sort of use the prompting strategies, different agents that the how to build multi-agent systems. So those kind of things that you learn and use Lovable, Cursor, etc. to build something that is like obviously beautiful, but at the same time you can sort of showcase. So we have sort of a demo day in 2 weeks time where you guys can showcase what you guys built. So we have a mini check-in like next week. If you guys need feedback to iterate on certain things, like we will have sessions. So then like try to build it in one week so that we can improve during the last week how it looks like, the user experience and things like that, and how we make sure that it can be published really well, because I'm like a huge proponent of like building things and getting things out there, because it's very important that you tell a really good story about your skill set. So yeah, so that's the main focus. So what you will deliver is basically um, a 3 to 5 minute demo video showing your project in action. So it could be um, like could be a mini deck that has like your problem, your AI solution, tech stack, and architecture, demo highlights, and like future improvements. I think like this is like a guideline. Feel free to deviate from that, but like you don't have to like be creative on this specific part. But the product itself would be ideal if you can sort of spend a bit of time. So it's ideally the submission deadline is in 2 weeks time. Um, but you can, if needed, try and build what you're already working on. So that's another way that you can sort of utilize this specific 2 weeks to have like super focused delivery. But it's really important that is demoable. Like that means it can be shown to others. You want to have some sort of interface, whether it's voice or just GUI. So you need to have that kind of a interface to show off. So that's the deliverable side of things. And so tools that we recommend, obviously use Cursor. You have the agent mode and use Lovable, especially if you're building like a front end base. I mean, if you build voice agent, it doesn't make sense. But like if you're building like a graphical user interface type of a product, use something like Lovable or even V0. And then there are quite a few other tools: OpenAI APIs, Whisper, VAPI, LangChain, N8N, ElevenLabs, Superbase, etc. So you got whole lot of tools out there. I'm like, apart from this, there are other stuff like, right, Anthropic APIs. There's quite a few sort of Langsmith, Langfuse, all kinds of things that you can sort of integrate into this. So think about like really good um, sort of demoable product, and then we can sort of build that. Um, the the um, the purpose of this Capstone project is like showing functionality. So it's like generally in the past takes a lot of time to build something from an idea to a product, but right now with AI you can build things much faster. So definitely I want you guys to use AI really well and build something really fast. Another tool I'll show you, which was not there, like the AI Studio Builder mode, like which is um, another interesting tool. Um, I will so so if you go to AI Studio and go to Builder mode, it's very similar to Lovable, but it is much more powerful. So I would recommend like trying this out as well. Um, I will share this in the chat. Um, yeah, there's another one like you should try. Like and build like voice agents, all sorts of thing on this. And yeah, so make sure that it's working and shareable, um, and it should be a clear application of AI models APIs, and be creative as much as possible. Creativity is quite important in this one. Like, I mean, obviously, if there's nothing to build, fine, like build something and maybe be creative. But like, yeah, it's important that you think about because with AI, you can do a lot more compared to in the past. So, sorry. It's bit think bit outside the box, I would say. And obviously use AI, but at the same time, make sure that the code is clean, explainable, and presentable so that we can review the code as well. So make sure to check that as well. And this is important, like it's what you guys, so we're not gonna like give you a score, like a public score, but um, so because of that, just yeah, just go wild, like what you guys want to build. It's important that we build something that is presentable that we can use on our CVs, etc. Because this is that focus time. So we're not gonna try and like um, score you guys on this um, uh, wouldn't give a score, but definitely there are some awards at the end for you guys. So yeah, I think it's important that you just get out of this getting graded mentality and like building something that really excites you. So that's the most important thing. So these are some suggested projects. Obviously, these are cookie cutter projects, so like build on these ideas. Like we can build voice chat agents, and then workflow automations, end-to-end processes, text processing tools, speech apps for transcriptions, dubbing, voice transformation, custom GPT apps, so that with like domain knowledge, etc., AI dashboards. So try and pick one that interests you, or come up with an idea that works for you that you're already studying, and then sort of expand on that and so double down on that and build something that is presentable. Because making the demo beautiful is so important as well. That's 50% of the project, not just the algorithm piece, not just the API, clean code side of things. Making it prettier where others can see, it's super, super important. Um, because that's where you can get like a lot of traction for your work. So that's where people will check your product, check your demo, etc. So it's really important that you do that. So few more ideas expanding on the ideas that we discussed earlier. Um, so you can so if you're building like a voice agent for customer support, you can use VAPI, Whisper, GPT to build something. Then you can have like sort of a invoice and contract analyzer. You can use Gemini APIs for this to extract information. RAG powered research assistant. You can use N8N for this. And meeting summarizers. Similarly, you can use Whisper. GPT to extract key action. So social media content generation, you can use obviously Canva API, but I think Nano Banana seems interesting right now. So I would say uh, like yeah. Um, and yeah, AI resume screen as well. So feel free to like pick an idea from here, but you can come up with your own idea. I think like because I think these could be, as I said, cookie cutter ideas. But be creative as much as possible. I would love to see you guys build something that is that I couldn't even think about. So that would be awesome. Because there's some really interesting projects in the past cohort, like some folks. So we got a student who already has a business. He didn't come from like a technical background at all, but he automated an entire sort of work process with the ads, e-commerce, sort of the customer support and everything in one platform using just AI. Just crazy how we developed that. Also got a lawyer who built a system to automate his contracts, contract analysis, and like sending out invoices and everything. So yeah, I think those kind of things you can do a lot more. Like if you have the domain knowledge, use that and build a tool to sort of make your work much more faster. Um, so timeline is generally is something like this. So like first like day or two, like today or tomorrow, make sure you finalize the idea and define what you're gonna build. Next couple of days, build the front end and get that to cursor. This is only if you're using like a GUI-based solution. If it is just voice agents, no need. Like you can build directly on Cursor or VAPI. You can do that. And the second phase is like building the API logic and the backend side of things and test that. So day six. Um, so I should adjust this ideally. It should be changing this. Yeah. Um, Sorry about that. So day 13, so be next week we have mini checkpoint to figure out what you guys building and spend the next few days iterating on that. You have the deadline for submission on I think Thursday night, and that is like 3 to 5 minute video and share the deck as well. On day 14, you get some time to showcase what you built so we can get feedback, celebrate what you guys have built. And obviously, it's the demo day in 2 weeks time. So would love to see if you guys build something super awesome. I'm super excited actually. Like to see what you guys build. So judging criteria. So I think like so this is for the awards like so if you guys want to sort of touch upon some of these areas for like to 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 be the best sort of the demo version. So I generally don't like a lot of competition, but obviously really want to appreciate people who put in effort for this stuff. So innovation, 25%, like creativity, originality, execution, like the basic stuff, the functionality, code quality, how polished the product looks like, 25% impact. If it is real, if it has real world usefulness, either to yourself or somewhere else, another 25%, and the presentation itself, like the deck and how do you make sure that the demo and the storytelling side of things, you get another 25%. So we get a set of judges to evaluate this, give the right kind of scoring. So yeah, so super excited for this. It was fun last time. Hopefully to be fun this time as well because things have evolved a lot. There are quite a few new tools, new sort of models out there, so you can build a lot more sophisticated things right now. Um, so I think like these are like some of the awards that will be there. Best use of technology, most creative idea, best presentation and storytelling, and People's Choice Award. So this comes from you guys post what you guys build and most likes and shares on LinkedIn and other social media platforms will be used to evaluate this. So obviously you get a certificate of excellence for these awards, and we'll share your sort of projects on LinkedIn and Hall of Fame mention for the best sort of the um, whoever win these awards. And continue to get mentoring from us. So just myself, and we have a pool of mentors. You'll be sort of, yeah, whoever wins these awards will have that ongoing. So I think, yeah, so like just to, I think, s- um, this is an example, like idea like how to build something. So yeah, interview coach. So the idea is to build a web app that helps users practice job interviews with AI feedback. So you start with a goal like this, and then first step is like you can use Lovable or any kind of a tool to build the initial so the UI with a prompt like this, and then it will generate the front end piece, and then you can get it to cursor. I can download this over GitHub. You can sync it, and you can get the code to your local local desktop, and then start sort of iterating on that, like whether adding the API integrations and making sure that the application works as it's supposed to be. Because like there's a limit that you can do with Laravel. You get much more flexibility with something like Cursor. So you do that the second step. And then with Cursor, you have the agent mode, and then you can sort of do a lot more wiring up and like build much faster. So double down on like Cursor's agent mode and try and see what you can build. I think like so don't worry about um not necessarily understanding what's happening, because like try and see what how much you can push this to get something working. Only if it makes sense that you go and like sort of try to fix it and like figure it out. But you can use the AI to itself to read and understand what the code is doing. So definitely use the full power of Cursor or any AI agent tool that you use to code. And then for this example, like you could add speech integration either with VAPI or VAPI or ElevenLabs to make it conversational. And then you can see like how that actually works out. And when that is working, you can either record a demo locally, or you can push this to one of the cloud services, GCP, or if it is just a front end piece, something like Netlify, you can deploy it and like have a demoable endpoint where you can show during the showcase. So I think make sure you try to get like a really nice looking application that is, yeah, which is easier to sort of demo. I think that's gonna like draw a lot of attention and have a lot more value. And finally, make sure to like pre-code something. So like the guideline for the slides are shared a bit earlier, like um what's the problem that you're trying to solve, and like the tech stack you decide to use, and like how you build it, and etc. So you sort of tell the story, and then like record a demo video so that it's easier for us to evaluate and submit this early on, and like you get to present on the day as well. So you could use this to maybe part of it if needed, like to share on social media uh, to what you build. Tag me, tag others as well in the team so that we can share it. We really like emphasize this a lot, where like it's not just build something, make sure to like share this publicly on like others need to see what you guys build. Only then like that thing others know that you got this skill set, right? So it's very important like to build in public. So yeah, this is like the last step, I think. Yeah. And in this one, like, if you look at it, like, you have an architecture like this, quite simple, like the front end, the Next.js, back end with Cursor, OpenAI, and Python. AI models, you can use GPT-4, Whisper, etc. And optional, you get like the storage with Superbase and VAPI voice agents, and you can deploy it on Vercel, Netlify, or maybe even GCP. And then this is like general like process I would take, like start with Labo, then Cursor, and then add the integrations, and then the improve the UI part and get it deployed. I think like you can follow this step to build something like this, but depending on the project that you pick, the approach might be slightly different. So yeah, one last thing, like, so tips for success. I think pick a project that like generally excites you, whether something that you're currently working on or something you're properly curious about. And like, yeah, um, um, and I know like some folks likes motorbicycles, some folks like cars, things like that. So definitely use some of your interests. So this is gonna be a fun exercise. Um, like start off with functionality and then start perfecting, like because you need to get something working first. Um, so make your UIs clean. Generally, dark theme UI can be better, but obviously it's a personal preference. Like prove me wrong, would love to see. Um, like um, um, like non-dark theme being better as well. Then record a short demo. Love to see working products and use curse as much as possible. It's your friend, obviously. Like try to use agent mode as much as possible and build something that you can definitely show publicly. That's the most important thing. Use like as much as possible AI into the project. Uh, I think yeah, getting this out is really important. And like if you follow these steps, you'll build something really interesting, really valuable. And yeah, super excited to see what you guys build. So yeah, I think like something I always tell. So yeah, it's not about replacing humans, right? So it's about like amplifying creativity and sort of 10xing your output. Like whatever you do right now, you can sort of make it much faster. You can get something really. If it takes like a couple of months to build, now we can do it in like few days. I think like that's where AI the power of AI comes into play. So use the next 2 weeks to build something that you really want to build, and then sort of get it out there. Like it might sort of push you to limits, but think about building something super cool, because that's going to help you like land jobs, get promotions in your current job, or any work that you want to do in the AI space. This should be that specific sort of the project that you're going to showcase. Like think about architecture, think about the user interface side, and I'm there to help you guys. Like if there are any questions, feel free to shoot like any questions like in the next few days, and we'll get the checkpoint next week done as well to make sure that you're on track to build this. I'm really dedicated to like getting something really cool built by you guys. So yeah, I wanna stop here and let you guys ask questions. I know some folks joined a bit late, so happy to answer any questions as well. But yeah, uh, any questions on what you guys want to build? Um, Let me
And
set. Yeah, I think you probably joined around here, maybe. I don't know.
or the one right after. Yeah, I didn't see
Yeah,
the capstone
yeah,
piece. Okay.
yeah. I think like yeah, I wouldn't say nothing much. Maybe this slide is a bit important. Like, from I mean, obviously, build something that you're really interested about, but like, think about like putting up a small slide deck, like with like few slides, like so like that wouldn't take much time to show what you build. I mean, you don't have to do slides, just a guideline, like for us to like look at in 2 weeks' time, like to see what you build. So I think that's the important bit. I think yeah, I think and the tool suggestions are these like obviously use Curse and Lovable, and then other tools like what we learned in the past few weeks, but not don't be limited by those. Go beyond those tools and like think about what you can build. I mean, use AI to build and have AI in the product as well. So that's the general theme, and like think about something that interests you, unless you're currently working on a project. If you're not working on a project, think about something that interests you and like think about what sort of AI product that you can build out of that interest, and then start using AI tools to build that product and get it out there and get it to work in locally, and then let's put it in the public um, deployment as well, so that some of us can try it out. But yeah, I mean, share it within our group so that we can try it as well. I think that's it. There wasn't anything. I think because I repeated myself a lot throughout the slides, so I'm sure like what needs to be built, and that idea sort of came across in the slides. But yeah, happy to answer any questions if Joe, if you have. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, yeah. I think like yeah, it's helpful like because like don't want to leave it to the last moment. Like the earlier you can finish it, the better, so that we can get a bit more feedback next week, so that we can sort of make it better in the last week. Yeah, cool. Any other questions, guys? I mean, we don't have to take the entire um set of the hour for it, but also we can use the next like few minutes like to discuss any other questions like apart from these like in general like so just so that we're already here like happy to answer any other questions apart from the Capstone project. But yeah, cool. Have you guys used AI Studio before, by the way? Like this is we didn't touch upon this one much, but it's super cool, by the way. I think most of it is free, so you can build a lot more with uh yeah, I know we can write down stuff like this and start building. So it's very similar to Lovable, like the looks of it. It will take like a similar approach. And it will start building it. Most of the time it works, but I mean obviously if it doesn't work, um, you can iterate a bit more. And then the best part is like you can deploy this on GCP. And then yeah, you can do a lot more. And because it's connected to all the Google services, you can have access to a lot more APIs compared to Laravel. Because Laravel is like connected to Superbase and a few other integrations, but like this allows you a lot more. Uh, so you can try and see. Uh, let's see how does this work.
أهلا بك. لنبدأ مقابلتنا حول نماذج اللغات الكبيرة. هل يمكنك
It's picking up a different language. Let me see. Hey, can you hear me?
Hello. I'm glad to speak with you today. We'll be discussing some key aspects of large language model architectures. Let's start with positional embeddings. Can you explain how they work and why they're important in transformer models?
Okay, I'm not gonna try this now, but yeah. Yeah, I think this is what happened. Like in this one, like it picked up like a singular word, like which is my sort of language. I think like my might have like had this. But the idea is like you can build something super fast like this, and you can see the code as well. So it's like TypeScript, etc., HTML. So it's tapping into Gemini endpoints. You can build something super fast like this. Like you don't have to like worry too much about it. So yeah, leverage tools like this when you start building some unique things will be much faster. And then you can download the code or you can sync with GitHub and get it to Cursor and do as we did normal like building with Cursor. So I want to like quickly show this as well. But yeah, this is fun. Like you can have like video images, like you can do like super cool demos like with this. Like somebody I follow on LinkedIn, you should guys should follow as well. Uh, what's her name? Let's see. In this person. Yeah, page. So this lady, so she posts quite a few demos on like she's an architect, I think, at Google, like yeah, so developer relations. So she builds quite a lot of demos using AI Studio, and you'll see like super cool stuff. I'll put her, yeah, stuff like this. She builds using AI Studio. I'll share her link in the chat as well. Um, yeah, so Paige is cool, like awesome person. I met her a couple of times, but she does like amazing stuff. Yeah, she's. I mean, coming from a heavy engineering background, like a PM, and now she builds a lot of stuff with developer relation work. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I think there are no other questions. Everything's good. All good. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, super excited as well. Like, let me know, like, feel free to message me if there are any questions. Happy to answer them. But yeah, let's catch up next week and like see how everyone is progressing, and then like yeah, push for getting something really cool in 2 weeks' time. So we'll have something to showcase. to the world. Yeah.